Network. Let's take a look at the midday market trade. Joining us, it's livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. Quite a day in the feeders, and we're down to a Friday. That means we're going to have to see cash trade at some point today, huh, Kyle?
That's right, Chad. I think the bulk of the cash trade is probably going to, you guess it, happen after the futures close up here, the way it's kind of sounding now. So far, I've seen, since we started out early this morning, I saw bids at 210 in Kansas, saw regionals bidding 212 in Kansas. Now I've got 212 bids in Kansas by a major and 213 bids by regional in Kansas as well. So they have upped their bids just a little bit. Nebraska is still pretty quiet up here. There has been some rumor of calling at 220, but I haven't been able to confirm that just yet. And the June live cattle contract sitting here down 2 cents on the day at 207.97. So basically, futures and cash are seeing who's going to move first and then decide which way the market's going to go from there. But the big mover here has been in the feeder cattle complex. We ran these August feeders up to 294.5. We're sitting at 294.15. We've had a $2.45 range here in these feeders, and rightly so. That index was up here again today with yesterday's sales. Look like it's going to be up about $2.64 here to around that 297.30, and with that yesterday's daily average number at 297.31. So definitely, definitely some decent cash out there as far as the feeder cattle go, and live cattle are still kind of waiting here for the cash. Now, I have heard some talk about some packing plant issues here in Nebraska today with maybe a major packer canceling B shift. And there's also some packers that are going to a shortened week out there as well, too, next week. So going to be a lot of interesting moving parts here as we finish up this week and start next week, Chad.
All right, thank you so much. Again, livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. You can call him at 308-708-7340. Do remember, trading of commodity futures and options does involve substantial risk of loss, might not be suitable for all investors. This is the Rural Radio Network.
The old way of doing things makes sense for some things, like a hot dog at the game. The old ways don't make sense if you expect more yield out of your acres, because there's a new way to unlock the full potential of your fields, and it starts when you plant and list corn. With 4 robust trait tolerances, glyphosate and glufosinate, plus 2,4-D choline and FOB, it unleashes ultimate weed control flexibility with multiple modes of action to fight weeds. See what's possible for your fields at enlist.com/corn.
Summer is an excellent time to keep the learning going with your child. Hi, I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Sure, summer break is full of fun-filled weeks for kids, but it's also important to set aside time for them to read or do some math each day. 15 to 30 minutes a day is all it takes. It's time well spent that will pay off when classes reconvene in August.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is a market update from the Tractor Tuesday market desk. Visit TractorTuesday.com. Well, an active weather pattern continues with showers and thunderstorms moving across the plains and Midwest, extending to the upper Midwest. Showers are falling this morning and into Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Iowa, Missouri, and Arkansas. However, the outlook is for warming temperatures, and farmers are likely to continue to make good progress on corn seeding. Argentine rains will be light today through Sunday, but the pattern remains dry overall going forward, aiding field work and harvest for the country. Brazilian rains fell center north yesterday, and that trend is seen continuing for the next 10 days, aiding safrinha corn moisture there, while first crop corn and soybean harvest progresses amid drier weather in the south. May corn is up a penny at 4.78 1/4. December down 1 1/2 at 4.54 3/4. May soybeans down 2 1/4 at 10.50 3/4. November up 1 1/2 at 10.37. May wheat in Chicago down 1/2 at 5.29 3/4. May wheat in Kansas City up 1/4 at 5.38. May wheat in Minneapolis up 1/2 at 5.93. June live cattle down 20 cents at 207.80. August down 17 at 203.92. May feeder cattle down higher by $1.17 at 290.07. August up $1.17 also at 293.87. June lean hogs up $1.12 at 101.05. July up 92 at $100.97. Class 3 milk for May is down a penny at 18.31. The June Class 3 milk contract is down 7 cents at 17.